Hello guys, here from London. This is going to be a different vlog. It's one where I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all my viewers, and especially thank you to all my subscribers. I'm absolutely over the moon because in October this year I managed to reach that magical line in the sand for every YouTuber, 1,000 subscribers. And today is the 29th of October 2022, and I've got at this point 1,040 subscribers. I just want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you, because you make this channel worthwhile. I started this channel, or created this channel rather, in April this year. I started uploading, which I guess you can say is when the channel really started, in May this year. And obviously we are here in the Westminster area with a plane flying over there. We've got Westminster Abbey, and we are actually here outside the Queen Elizabeth Centre, the QEII Centre. And so yes, so I went to the Balkans in May, and there were no videos on my channel, but I just wanted to create the YouTube channel, the Valley Explore channel, before I went off to the Balkans, so that at least I had something to refer people to when I take vlogs. And after the Balkans, of course, I went to Greenland, went to Nuuk, the capital, and did some exploring there, quite a few videos that I took of Nuuk. And I also went to some of the British Crown dependencies and overseas territory, so notably the Isle of Man. Also went to Gibraltar, and of course I went back home to South Africa to show you a little bit of Lambert's Bay. And there was that one vlog as well in Cape Town, in the Boerkaap area. And of course I've got vlogs here about England, about London, about Brighton, Hove, etc. So I guess part of this vlog is just to also give an update on the channel, on where it's going. So I guess part of my experiment this year was to try and see, firstly, if I enjoy the vlogging experience, which I absolutely do. I just think it's so much better than photos. It just tells a different story, doesn't it? I think I've also mentioned on a few times now that the photos I took on my travels around sort of 60 countries, or even 70 countries, depending on how you count them, they only tell a story of a particular place at a particular point in time. The photos, however, don't show you a broader perspective, which the vlogs do. So you could take a picture of Big Ben and it might just be a picture, but now, as we'll see in a second, there are protests around the Big Ben area, and it puts the experience a bit more in context. So I will absolutely continue with the vlogs, and it also gives my loved ones, my family and my friends, an opportunity to travel with me, and obviously the same with you, my subscribers and viewers. So I will absolutely continue doing vlogs. Now, in terms of next travels or places to visit, I've got a few in mind, let me tell you, but the reality is obviously I get a set number of annual leave days a year. I'm not a full-time traveler or a YouTuber, so I have to work with my annual leave. And what that means is I can't really do a lot of long trips for the remainder of this year. So I will need to do a few more trips in England, and I'm very conscious that the vlogs I make of places in England, Hove and Brighton and even London, as beautiful as it is, it does not necessarily attract a lot of viewers. And I guess people will say areas such as the Balkans and Greenland are far more exciting and unique, and that is true, but I guess to keep the channel going I'll have to do weekend trips around England, because this is where I live, this is where I can have easy access to. But certainly maybe for later this year, if I can squeeze out one more week trip perhaps, I will absolutely do it. And I want you to help me decide on some places, not just for later this year but also for next year. I've got big travel plans, so it's just yeah, I mentioned there's a protest going on in the back, So no doubt the police would be in high demand. But anyway, back to sort of future travel plans. I really want to get to Azerbaijan, Georgia and Armenia. I feel like I've got unfinished business there because I was going to go there just before the pandemic hit in 2020. I had everything booked, all my flight tickets, all my hostels, all my hotels, but it got cancelled. So I've got unfinished business there. I also really want to go to Egypt. I've not been to Egypt yet. See the pyramids, travel around the country, meet some interesting people. And I also want to go back to Latvia, Lithuania and Estonia, whom I've been to in 2008, and I've been to Tallinn in Estonia twice. But I really want to go back because it's been a while since I've been. So it must be a decade ago since I've been in Tallinn. I think 2012, 13, and certainly Vilnius and Riga. That was around sort of 2008, so very long time ago. I remember very little of places like Vilnius. Just to show you a bit more of the architectural muscle of London here. So I guess that's the sort of short-term plans for the channel. And in terms of the types of videos I've made so far on my channel, so obviously I've done the sort of usual travel vlog, which is, I guess, going to a place. It could either be a first impressions video, or it could be exploring a place that I've already been to. It's meeting people, sort of engaging with people on the way. And I've also tried to develop the style of becoming more informative in my vlogs, to tell you a little bit more about the history and some interesting facts. And I think that has been well received by some of you. And I guess the next step for me is just to continue with that and just go to more places and actually have more content on my channel. The other type of vlog, which I also do, and it is, let me just wait for the traffic to pass here. So the other type of vlog that I do is a silent walking tour, and I like doing the silent walking tours because they're actually quite relaxing to make as a content creator. Wow, just look at that as a view. Westminster Abbey are on the other side of the QEII Centre. It's just unbelievable. But yeah, anyway, so the silent walking tours, they are also very special to me because I'm a big proponent of mental health, and the ASMR style videos that I also watch from other people that sort of calms me and relaxes me, I think there's a place for them on the channel as well going forward, even though they might not attract the number of views that I get from other videos. But that's not the sole point, of course, of the channel. The point of the channel is for me to share my experiences with others. Yeah, even though it's very, very busy with the protests on the other side, and I'll show you a sneak preview of it later. Over here it's actually very quiet. Let's just cross the street here, see if we can see more of the Westminster Abbey. And just looking back there, central London, just fantastic. So yes, so I will continue with the sort of normal travel vlogs as well as the silent walking tours. But if there's anything else that you think I should be doing on the channel, please let me know in the comments. If there's places that you think I should visit, places you'd like to see, let me know and we can make a plan. And as I mentioned, lots of people, so you can start seeing them now in that area, lots of protests. And I think it's against the Iran government or something like that. We'll find out in a second. Right, here we go. All the police just in the Elizabeth Tower area. I think while we're here, we might as well just cross the road and we can go and look at some of the statues. And with a beautiful backdrop of the Elizabeth Tower. Guys, let me know what you think of London as a place. Do you like London? Have you been here, firstly? I've actually realized London could be a bit like a Marmite kind of place for people, that they either love it or they don't love it. I think many come here with high expectations and then they might visit a specific area and realize it's not what they expected it to be, or the weather could impact their view of a city. But I absolutely love London, and in fact people often ask me if there's one place that you would recommend people to visit. I would actually say London, because it's just got such a variety of various things to experience, and obviously a very cosmopolitan place steeped in history, and just an unbelievable hub to the rest of the world as well. So if you want to travel around Europe, you can base yourself in England, near London, which is what I've done, and you can take advantage of a lot of cheap flights, but you can always come back to London and realize what a special place it is. So you've got David Lloyd George here, you got a famous South African there, Jan Christian Smuts, or Jan Smuts as he's known in England. And obviously this is a very popular place for people to take a picture there of the Elizabeth Tower, Big Ben. They often hold it with like the fingers like that. So there's George Canning, who used to be Britain's shortest serving Prime Minister before Liz Truss took that title. We got Abraham Lincoln as well, and of course the most famous statue here in Westminster is Churchill. We even got Charlie Chaplin over here. Just another day in London, I guess. Lots of protests here outside Westminster. Right, so just about to get on the underground again, guys. Just going to take a train back to Brighton. There's a lot of festivities here in London Bridge Station, so you can see the crowds of people. But yeah, guys, like I said, the future of the channel, I want to go everywhere. I've made it my life mission to try and visit as many places as I can. Please help me decide on which places to visit next. I am really excited for my future travel plans. Again, thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate it, and let's make this channel something special, and let's make memories together. On that note, thank you for watching my videos. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and I'll see you again soon. There is no better feeling than going home.